Alright folks, Pitching 88, we are back. Click on case on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter number 2, where we had another aftershock. Hold on tight. I think it's over, Ace. Thank goodness we're alright. Help! Hey, someone's crying for help. I came from the other side of Walton Square. Hurry! Oh. Steady now, ma'am. Take your time. Oh, what? How? Is everyone alright? We're from the Grimsboro Police Department. Secret Agent Ace and I are here to help. That's right! Wow! That's right. I remember her. Secret Agent Ace, is that really you? It's me, Ruby Armstrong. Last time I saw you, you were working for the Bureau in Oceana. I take it you know this woman, Ace? Are you injured, Miss Armstrong? I don't think so, just a little rattled. It'll take a few minutes to get cleaned up. Secret Agent Ace will be glad to get reacquainted. She was she was like the scientist recovery worker, I believe. I liked her. I thought she was nice. And she was a volcano chick. Secret Agent Ace, I guess you're wondering what I'm doing here. So far from where we last met. You may remember I'm a volcanologist. I've been working in a lab in Australia, but came to Grimsboro to study the earthquake. There's lava literally flowing through the streets. So you were walking around looking for lava? Yep. I was trying to find a way underground, but then the aftershock hit. Before I knew it, I was nearly buried under a pile of debris. You should be more careful, Miss Armstrong. This is a disaster zone, and a doctor was murdered here this morning. Wait, a murderer? I don't know anything about that. If there's a doctor out here, he's probably helping the crisis center with release efforts. I was there myself earlier today. They have great equipment. Anyway, I can't stand around gabbling all day. There's lava to be found. Thanks for the help, Secret Agent Ace. Wait, Miss Armstrong. She's gone, Ace. Let's just hope she stays safe. Meanwhile, let's stop by the crisis center. They've been working around the clock since the earthquake hit. If Dr. Gibbs was part of the relief efforts, he's sure to have been there. Yep. Aussie. I hope Ruby's not the killer too. There's the locked phone. Also found the CD, gift, dartboard. Boom shakalaka. Crisis center office is deserted. I guess everyone's out in the field. That aftershock won't help things. Anyway, you picked up a cell phone, Ace. Someone must have dropped in the front too. Let's unlock it to find out who. If you think that torn photo is worth piecing together, I'll grab the tape. Well, somebody's lying. Somebody says that they don't remember him or they didn't have an acquaintance with him, and they were wrong. They were wrong. That's right, Birdie. Good to see you back. Ah. Features the victim, and there's a handwritten message on it that give brothers strike again. So the man in the photo is our victim's brother. I found it. The victim's profile mentions a sibling, a certain Danny Gibbs. You're right, Ace. I knew that guy looked familiar. We just saw this Danny. He's the relief worker who helped Ruby Armstrong. I always hate this part of the job. We need to inform Mr. Gibbs of his brother's death. Oh, snap. I'm gonna guess it's his brother. Yeah, Mysteries of the Past on the app is out. If you guys haven't played it yet. Hashtag remove the codex. There's no doubt that Dr. Gibbs with the Crisis Center, Ace. This is his cell phone. No point sifting through his data ourselves. Let's send it to Kathy. Secret Agent Ace, wasn't it? Thanks for helping out here. Everyone at the center appreciates that the police department is doing the lend a hand. Happy to help. I'm afraid that we're here with sad news, Mr. Gibbs. We're sorry to say that your brother Greg has been murdered. What, murdered? How did this happen? Hey, Secret Agent Ace found your brother in Walton Square earlier today. Is there anyone who might have wanted to harm him? Absolutely not. Greg was a simple family doctor. Everyone in the Fairview community loved him. Even after the earthquake, Greg was thinking of others. He's been working out at this center for the past few days, supporting our efforts. I warned him to be careful. The disaster was so dangerous, but Greg insisted he pitched in. If only I had gone with him, he might still be alive. This is all too much, Secret Agent Ace. If you'll excuse me, I need to sit down and have a cigarette. And he's holding the cigarette with his left hand. And the flashlight with his left hand. You have to excuse me, Ace. Sammy hasn't been sleeping since the earthquake hit, which naturally means I haven't either. And the tedious emails and texts on the victim's phone aren't helping. They're enough to put anyone to sleep. So you found nothing useful in the victim's phone? Well, I didn't say that. There's a message that was sent to the victim by his killer. A message from the killer? How can you be so sure? A few hours before he was killed, Dr. Gibbs received this photograph. I reverse engineered the image, and it's a portrait downloaded from the victim's website. The killer then applied a negative filter pics to it, adding the message, prognosis negative. Pretty creepy. That's definitely a threat if I've ever seen one, Ace. Fortunately, the killer's filter pic account is fake, making it impossible to trace. However, we can conclude that looking for a killer who used filter pic. Exactly. Now, if there's anything else, Ace, Alex is coming in to take over. I'm heading home to look after Sammy. Good luck, Kathy. Give him a hug for us. I should hit the road too, Ace, and have another look around Gibbs' office. Oh, is this case an actual meme? A drawer of toys. Well, there's no time for playing around, Ace. Just pulling your leg. I make stupid jokes when I'm nervous. We need any lead we can find. Probably some morphine which has been tampered with. The victim would have had a key, so someone else clearly tried to break the inside. Let's get a sample of that clear liquid on the box to identify the would-be thief. Oh, my guess is the mom needed the morphine for her kid, and so she was stealing it. That's my guess. Filter pics probably like an Instagram of sorts. Oh, maybe Snapchat. You think? I don't use Snapchat. So. Found an eviction notice at the bottom of that drawer of toys. Ace. Someone was trying to kick Dr. Gibbs out of his office. They're quite adamant about it too. Someone's written, "Pay up, Gibbs, or I'll have you out on the street." Shoot, Ace. The signature on the bottom has been torn. Let's see if we can decipher it. Oh, well, we know it's Roman. He's the only guy who owns buildings at this point. Dude, I haven't had like a Snapchat, Instagram, any of that stuff. I have Twitter. That's about it. Slick work, Ace. Let's get that clear liquid to the lab. Hopefully it will offer up a new lead on who broke that into that box of morphine. I'm already telling you where everything is, man. I'm helping you out. Nope. victim's eviction notice was signed by Roman Harris, so he was the one trying to boot Dr. Gibbs out of his office. But Roman Harris claimed he never heard of the victim. If there's one thing I hate, Ace, it's being lied to. It's time we had another word with Mr. Harris. Now we knew he was lying to us, though. Welcome, Squid. Secret Agent Ace. I was practicing my violin. My retirement's given me all the time in the world to play. I'm the only left-handed player in the orchestra. Secret Agent Ace is less concerned about your violin and more concerned about why you lied about knowing your victim. You wanted Dr. Gibbs out of his office. Out of my office, you mean? I own that building, and the man was 6 months behind on his rent. I was impatient at first. I tried to be civil. I even sent him gentle reminders using filter pics. But then Gibbs outright refused, claiming I was charging too much, so I gave him an ultimatum: pay what he owed or get out. I may be retired, but I'm not a charity. Recharging my electronic cigarettes isn't free. Collecting rent is one thing, Mr. Harris, but murder is quite another. I hope for your sake you didn't adopt the extreme measures to evict Dr. Gibbs permanently. Through slashing, though, I mean, you gotta be close to the victim, so... Ace, I'm glad you weren't injured during the aftershock. We've had a dilly of a time getting the lab cleaned up. Amir's in the supply room tidying up. Happy to hear you're keeping things afloat at the station, Rupert. Have you had time to analyze that sample of clear liquid Ace found on the box of morphine? Indeed I have. That clear liquid is saliva. I've run DNA analysis of the sample. The profile matches Celeste Masters. Wait, but she broke into the victim's office to steal the morphine? But why? Well, that's true, Ace. That poor woman desperately wants to treat her sick daughter. If it was my Carter, I don't know what I'd do. While I sympathize with her situation, resorting to crime is never the answer. I agree, Ace. We need to speak with Mr. Masters again. Well, you say it's never one, but again, if you were put in that situation, you'd probably go with it too. If one of my kids were sick and I didn't have money to do it, and I couldn't work for it, I'd find a way. I'm always sending secret agents. I've been trying to cheer up my daughter with filter pic messages, but nothing works. She needs medication. Well, we understand you're desperate to help her. Is that why you tried to steal the morphine from Dr. Gibbs' office? Wait, you found that box? Did you get it open? I need to take those drugs, Secret Agent. I need to have them now. You don't need to have them. Don't you mean your daughter? Fine. I admit I tried to steal that medicine for myself. I'm addicted to morphine. Thanks, Zach. So everything you said about your daughter needing treatment was just lies? Not everything. Last year, Jennifer underwent a series of operations, so Dr. Gibbs prescribed her morphine to relieve the pain. After she recovered, some of the morphine was left. My life had been turned upside down by her illness, so I started taking the drugs. Before I knew it, I was hooked. Once I ran out, I went crazy. My electronic cigarettes did nothing, and my left hand was so jittery I couldn't even write my own name. I pleaded with Dr. Gibbs to prescribe me more, but he refused. So you tried to steal it. Regardless of whether you resorted to murder to feed your addiction, Ms. Masters, you're under arrest for breaking and entering. She's a junkie. Thanks, Birdie, for the follow. This case has some literal highs and lows, Ace. What with an earthquake aftershock striking right in the middle of it. I don't know what to make of your victim, who we found with his throat slashed among the rubble. On one hand, Dr. Gibbs' brother Danny says the victim was adored by everyone. But his landlord, Roman Harris, was far from happy the victim refused to pay his rent and ready to throw him out. Then there's Celeste Masters, who's in custody after trying to steal morphine from Dr. Gibbs' office. Could her addiction have driven her to murder? This case is... What's that noise? Clack. What happened to the lights, Ace? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'll see you guys in the next chapters with Chains 8. Over and out.